What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Naomi Luxe TV, where we talk all things reality TV and pop culture. Today, we are doing a Teen Mom news dump because, as always, there's a lot going on in the Teen Mom universe. So we're gonna get right into it. Jenelle is launching another podcast. Kail is already planning her funeral guest list, and Allie Sims, which is Leah's daughter, is defending her service dog fundraiser. Let's get into it. So, about Jenelle's latest podcast attempt. So, it's been reported that she registered a new business in Nevada, and on that same day, she posted photos of herself apparently recording her podcast. This is her third attempt at having a podcast. According to business records located by the Ashley, shout out to the Ashley, I'm getting all this information from her. She's amazing. Jenelle started a new business called the MILF Mindset, the name she's going to be using for this new podcast. Jenelle also plans on using the name for her podcast network. And obviously, we all know that she's bragged about doing this to compete against Kail, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why she has this long-standing beef with Kail. I did multiple videos on TikTok about this. This has been a 10-year beef. Here are my thoughts. So I know a lot of people are talking shit because she tried to start multiple podcasts. Last year, she was just talking about how she's going to start a podcast with her best friend, Tori. That didn't work out. I think she had a podcast with her ex-husband, David. And whatever, she's had multiple failed podcast attempts. I'm not a big fan of Jenelle, but here's what I got to say. I can't even get that word out. I can totally relate to having failed podcasts because it's like, girl, this shit is hard. I don't know if I've at least tried to start one podcast. I don't know what you would consider this. I don't know if this is a podcast, but I've tried to be a YouTuber. And yeah, I've tried multiple times. It failed. But the whole point is you just have to keep going. You have to keep getting up and trying till it sticks. So hopefully it'll stick for her. I know it's going to stick for me because I have no choice. I've always wanted to do this and I just want to keep going. So I feel bad for Jenelle. I hope it works out for her. Maybe we can use each other as inspiration. You keep going on your podcast. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to reveal a lot of information on your podcast that I'm going to have to talk about on mine. So let's go. We have Allie Sims' response to criticism over her online fundraiser to get a service dog. So it's been a week since she launched an online fundraiser to get herself a service dog, and now she's back online defending her decision to ask fans of the show to donate money. She needs to raise $20,000 in order to get herself a service dog when she enters in college in 2 years. So she's 16 right now. She'll be in college in 2 years. We all know that she was diagnosed with a very rare form of muscular dystrophy, which requires her to use a wheelchair. Then she started receiving a lot of criticism, and people were saying that your parents need to buy you a service dog. You know, what happened to the show money? Why are you not using the show money to purchase the service dog? Came back and said, I hope all of you guys know that I am not quote unquote begging for money. That's not what's happening. I'm also working for my money. Again, I have 2 jobs. I love my jobs. I have great bosses. She also revealed that she is planning to do multiple in-person fundraisers. So locally, she's not just relying on the online fundraiser for her service dog. Here are my thoughts. $20,000 for a service dog? Bro, that's a car. That's my salary. I barely make that in a year. 20,000. You see, I gotta see how much do service animals cost. Cause shit, I didn't know they were that expensive. I'm not really a pets person or I don't know anything about that. So I'm like, that's a lot of money. Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. How much? God, this damn. Hey, yo, this shit better drive my car. This shit better cook for me. A trained service dog typically costs between $15,000 and $30,000 up front, with specialized, fully trained dogs potentially exceeding $50,000. Oh. I am so sorry. I did not. I was like, damn, $20,000. Oh, well, I hope y'all donate to that baby's fund. It's okay for her. I already know exactly how this conversation went on in Leah's household. This is what happened. Because she's done this on the show. She was like, oh, what do you think is a good way to get money for your service animal or whatever? And then she was like, maybe you should do a fundraiser. So then she's trying to encourage her kids to go out and try to do things on their own and figure themselves out, whatever. The kids are working. Damn, they got a job. Some of these spoiled kids, they don't be getting no jobs. They don't be working. Their parents provide everything for them. But she said, no, I'm going to go out. I'm going to earn my own money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Moving on. Kail's funeral list. Kail Lowry reviews a new list of people who won't be allowed to attend her funeral, including 3 of her 4 baby daddies. God, dog. So on her podcast, Karma and Chaos, she has officially banned these certain people from attending her funeral. She said Joe is not invited. She said Javi is not invited, and his wife Lauren wouldn't attend, but she's also not invited. She said Chris is not invited, but Elijah Scott Williams is, which is her 4th baby daddy. Then she said one of her friends, or one of her former friends that she had, what's her name? Natalie and her older son Scooter is also not invited to this funeral. Then when her friend Becky, which, oh my god, Kail's friend Becky, you are so fine. I am so sorry. Enough. I know. Anyways, Becky had pointed out and was like, don't you think your kids will need some parental support? And she was like, I don't give a fuck. Somebody else better handle it. I was like, okay. Here are my thoughts. You know what? Do what you gotta do. If you don't want these people at your thing, then like, okay, who cares? I do think it's diabolical to not expect the dads to be there for support. The kids are gonna need their dad for parental support. But shit, if you don't want them there, you don't want them there. People was frying her or whatever about it. I mean, that's her choice. Why they gotta be there? They're not together. Anyways, that is today's Teen Mom News Dump. Bye.